probably one of the older chefs here, so my career path might take a while. But anyway, went to college, did 2 years professional cookery in college, left Ireland, worked in the UK, worked in Europe, worked a little bit in the States, came back to Ireland to open the Marriott Hotel nearly 20 years ago now, as exec chef. So in between leaving college and becoming exec chef in the Marriott Hotel, I guess I worked in restaurants, I worked in 5-star hotels, and just accumulated as much experience as I could. When I was at school, I always wanted to be a chef. I never wanted to be anything else. Still don't want to be anything else, which is nice. I guess a nice thing to be able to say at this point. But yeah, when I was in secondary school, my ambition was to be a chef. Did I really kind of understand what that meant at the time? Probably not in detail, but you know, I knew I wanted to work with food, and I knew that's where my heart lay. And then as I got into the business and I began to learn a bit more, then I knew I wanted to be to become a 5-star exec chef in a really top-class 5-star property, and that was my goal for certainly for a long time. It still is. Truthfully, 3 people who were very, very, very important to me and my career, from when I was at school to, you know, the person that probably gave me the first break, that got me the first experience in a kitchen, and then there's a couple of other people as I progressed along who I would have looked at as who I would have admired and who I would have worked with and who I would have really considered role models. And as you go through your career, you know, those things can change as well, you know, as you progress and you evolve yourself and so on, and your goals and your ambitions change. But definitely, we all need mentors, we all need role models, and the more positive they are, the better. But I think experience is crucial. Experience gives you the kind of knowledge and the wisdom to be able to stand back and help. And we all make mistakes as well, you know, and you know, learning comes from making mistakes, and if we can try and help young people not to make the same mistakes that we made, then, you know, we're all growing. And I think that's you can say that about life as well, of course. But I think, as from my perspective, you know, mentoring, training, developing, just being there for young chefs is very, very important. And letting them love what they do. I think a lot of young chefs get disillusioned, not because they don't love cooking and they don't love food and they don't have that passion, but because it can be a bloody hard career, you know, and it can be ridiculously hard the further up the chain you go. And you know, we have an obligation to make that better, because it shouldn't be about, you know, the toughest. It should be about the best and the most creative and you know, the most knowledgeable and so on.